YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute, not knowing is what I love to say. We start off every segment with a hug because you never know, we might need a hug. So come on. How are you guys doing? Where should we start? R. Kelly's trial is on Monday. They've been waiting a long time for this. A lot of delays, but it's finally happening. R. Kelly's day in court. But he has gained so much weight that they're saying he can't afford any clothes. His lawyer's like, he's broke. He got money. They're gonna find him a suit or take two suits and put them together to make one suit for Kells. But they're saying that he's gained such a massive amount of weight that he has no money, and what is he going to wear for court? I'm sure they'll think of something, for the court date is on Monday. Angela Bassett, she and her fellow cast members from that Fox show, 911, they all got raises, and now Angela Bassett is now the highest paid woman on TV. $450,000 an episode. What a raise. Rihanna, the billionaire. Rihanna has been named by Forbes magazine the world's richest female musician. She's got Fenty Beauty. She's got the lingerie, the perfume about to drop. Her music career is kind of like on the back seat because I don't know when she's ever going to record. But Rihanna, named by Forbes magazine the world's richest female musician. Rick James, I was telling you guys a while ago about this documentary, The Sound and the Fury. It's coming out Labor Day weekend, September the 3rd. Rick James, who died in 2004, he was only 56 years old. They found 9 different drugs in his body. He died way too soon. He was an incredible musician who, unfortunately, everything was overlooked because of the wildness, the sex, the drugs, the alcohol. He worked with the greats from Joni Mitchell, Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time, Temptation, Standing on the Top, Smokey, Ebony Eyes, Tina Marie. He discovered the great singer Tina Marie. Fire and Desire and Happy and Sucker for Your Love, Behind the Groove. A lot of it was all overshadowed. The documentary is going to show there was a rivalry between he and Prince, and he claims that Prince stole all of his sexy ideas and ran with it. It talked about how coming out of Buffalo, New York, moving to Toronto, joining the Navy, starting this career, changing Motown. For a period of years, he was that man at Motown, making all the decisions and really took the Motown label on a whole nother level until they got tired of his craziness and they let him go, and you saw Lionel Richie became a star. Lionel Richie was known with the Commodores, but it was when they got rid of Rick James that Motown said, okay, we're going to just concentrate on Lionel Richie, and that's how he became this big superstar. But there was a period where Rick James was that guy, and he was making all the decisions. He had the Stone City Band. He had the Mary Jane Girls. He had Val Young. What was her song? If You Should Ever Be Lonely. I'm just having like all these things are like coming back to me. Stone City Band, they all wore wigs. They did. They wore wigs, and they were like braids, these braided wigs. But a lot of the genius of a Rick James was overshadowed by the wildness, the accusations, the abuse, the time he had to spend in jail. A lot of that overlooked because there was such madness that you forget that Rick James was this musician, and we're going to have a chance to see it all. They sat down with Bootsy Collins. They sat down with Ice Cube. Labor Day weekend, y'all, September the 3rd, The Sound and the Fury, Rick James. We're finally going to see a documentary that so many people at these film festivals have been talking about, but we're going to get a chance to see everything behind. And wait, I was talking about this story was it like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and Rick James, I'm a super freak. He ain't do all this stuff. He just like to watch. Yes, he liked to watch and direct. you do this, you do this. But yeah, I cannot wait to see, because he was a really wonderful musician. You know how I'm always saying, when these stars, they don't know what to do with these estates after they die and the family, and I'll be like, call Priscilla Presley. You know, Elvis Presley's first wife, she knew how to make Graceland grow. She recently lost her 95-year-old mom, and she went public to talk about it. Priscilla, by the way, y'all, is 76. Her mom was 95. Simone Biles, the GOAT, gracing the cover of the latest edition of People magazine. And Dr. Dre, he has a 38-year-old daughter who's homeless. She has 4 kids. She's living in a car and her dad won't help her. His daughter said she hasn't heard from her dad in years, and he cut her off when she went to the press and she talked. And he said, you're running your mouth. You ain't getting no more money. Dr. Dre got a mean side. I mean, that ex-wife can attest to that. She getting $300 grand a month, but his daughter is 38 years old. It was from a previous relationship. He had broke up with her mom when she was 5. But really sad, this lady, young lady, woman, is living in a car with her 4 kids. And her dad is Dr. Dre. It just makes you say, Dre, you ain't never going to have no good luck. At the movies this week, it's all about Suicide Squad. And they're thinking maybe, will it make $70 million at the box office? In addition to being in theaters, it's also going to be on, is it going to be on HBO Max? I believe so. See, a lot of these movies, they'll be streaming and then in theaters, but you got Idris Elba, Viola Davis, John Cena, Pete Davidson, Margot Robbie reprising her role. You got Storm Reed. They are all in Suicide Squad, and I'm hearing great things, that they say it's far more entertaining than the version that came out in 2016. Now, last night, I attended a screening of Aretha Franklin's Respect. I'm not ready to talk about it. I'm trying to find, should I wait until after the movie or right when the movie comes out? Because it comes out August 13th. I'm still trying to figure it out, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But I do have a lot to say about this movie. This is one thing that I will say. Marlon Wayans was great. You know, he told me, we had a chance to talk before everything shut down. And he said, Patty, no one has ever seen me like this before. And it's such a breakaway, because we're used to Marlon being silly and making us laugh. No child. He plays that crazy first husband of Aretha's, Ted Rice. Ted White. I don't know why do I want to say Price? Because I'm thinking of The Price is Right. Ted White. He played the crazy husband. And I'm telling you, he had a sex appeal. And I was like, Marlon, is that you? I do have a lot to say, but I'm going to wait. I'm trying to figure out the right time so I can tell you guys what I think about the movie. But have a great afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much for checking in. Hit the notification button. Leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Pop culture entertainment. It's not cute, not knowing. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.